Good afternoon, students. This is Mrs. Harapat. I miss you today. Today you're going to be working on a winter project, and then at the end of the hour today you will have time to practice your typing. Your project will look like the project on my screen when it is done. You will have a snowflake, or maybe 3 or 4 snowflakes, and you will have a paragraph about things you like to do in the winter. This project is testing many things that you know how to do with technology, so you need to be patient and practice and work hard. The first thing you will need to do is go into your Google Classroom. In your Google Classroom, you will see a link to make a snowflake. You will also see a link to EduTyping. This is what you're going to do when you finish your snowflake project. So I'm going to click on this link at the top that says make a flake. And I'm going to make a snowflake. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press on make your own snowflake. And just like when you make a paper snowflake, you need to cut your snowflake by starting on the edge. When I take my scissors, you can see when it turns green and when it turns red, green means go. I have to cut into my snowflake and then I need to cut back out. And then I can cut back in, back out. Oh, I didn't make it all the way out, so I have to keep going out until it cuts it off. Come on, cut it off. Oh no. It's kind of tricky, so don't get frustrated. There, oh, that was a really bad cut. So now I'm going to press preview to see if I like how it looks. Oh, it's beautiful. Now I have the choice to either cut some more or to save my flake. I like this one, so I'm going to save it. Now I need to write my name. And then I'm going to click on download my flake. We want to take a picture of our flake, so we're actually going to do this top choice where it says view image, so we can see a JPEG, which is a fancy way for saying picture. When I click on view image, I'm going to move my screen up here so you can see it. When I click on view image, my big snowflake will come up. Now comes the tricky part. I need to save this snowflake onto my Chromebook. So I need to do a right click, which means I need to press with 2 fingers on my computer, but only push hard on the right one. So I'm going to put 2 fingers on my trackpad, but I'm going to push with my right finger. And then I'm going to go down to save image as. And now I can name my snowflake. And my snowflake's going to save, and you'll see it saving right down here at the bottom of your computer or your Chromebook. Now if I want to make another snowflake, I can go back to this tab that says make a snowflake, and I can close this little box, and I can make another snowflake. I can also go back to this tab and see the snowflake that I made before. Once you have made a snowflake, or 2 or 3, you are ready to start doing your writing. Now you need to make a new Google Doc by pressing on plus in Google Docs to create a new document. And I want you to call this document your name, Snowflake. Okay. Now I need to bring my snowflake into my doc. There's 2 ways I can do that. I can pick it up from down here, and I can drag it and drop it into my doc. If I scroll up, it should be there. Let's see. There it is. When I click on my snowflake, I can use these little blue boxes to resize my snowflake so that it's smaller. So that's one way I can bring it in, by just picking it up and dragging it in. Or I can go to Insert, Image, Upload, choose an image to upload. And when you do that, the only images that will come up are going to be your snowflake images. You can see I have a lot of other things on my computer, but your Chromebook will only have your snowflakes. And then you'll click on OK, and your snowflake will come into your doc. Now I need to do the writing over here about winter, but what I need to do is turn on a wrap setting. That way it will allow my cursor, instead of being down here, it will bring my cursor up to the top. So I'm going to click on the picture, I'm going to click on Wrap Text, and you'll see that now I can write right next to the snowflake. Before I was way down here. Click, Wrap Text, and now I can write over here to the side of my snowflake. Next to your snowflake, I'd like you to write the following. I would like you to write your name, and then tab over by hitting the tab key all the way over to the right-hand side where you need to put your teacher's name. Then I want you to center the title in the winter and change your title to a different color. And then I want you to write 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph is going to start like this. In the winter, I like to do many things. My favorite thing to do is fill in the blank. I like to do this because fill in the blank. If, for example, your favorite thing to do is go sledding, I would love it if you'd tell me a story as part of your paragraph about one time when you went sledding. Or, for example, if you like to do ice skating, tell me a story about a time that you went ice skating. The next thing I want you to do is make a second paragraph that starts like this. Another thing I like to do in winter is, and you're going to give me your second choice for what you like to do in winter. So I'm going to see 2 paragraphs about your 2 favorite things. The very last thing I want you to type about is I want you to type about a winter activity that you've never tried before, one that you hope to try someday, something you'd like to do in winter. Even maybe a place you'd like to go in winter, like if you're a skier and you've only skied here in Minnesota, maybe you'll write something like this. A winter activity I would like to try is to go out skiing in Colorado, and then you can tell me about why you'd like to do that. Some of you have more than one snowflake, so you can have your snowflakes kind of come around your writing so that I can see more snowflakes on your page. But in order to get a 3 today, I simply want you to have 1 snowflake and have 1, 2, 3 paragraphs with capital letters and periods. Use your spell check so you have good spelling. And I want your heading to look just like this. That will allow you to get a 3. Once you have finished all of these things, then you can go back and work on adding more snowflakes. But I would really work on getting 1 snowflake first and doing your writing, and then you can go make more. Class, when you are all finished with this, I would like you to turn it in Google Classroom. So there's going to be a place in Google Classroom where there'll be an assignment that will say, turn in your snowflake writing, where you can turn it in. Remember, when you turn in your snowflake writing, you are looking for 2 words. You are looking for the word add, and then you will find your writing in your Google Drive. The very last thing I want you to do today is, after you've turned in your snowflake assignment, I would like for you to go to EduTyping and work on your typing. Good luck! This will be quite the project. Help each other, stay quiet, and work hard. That way we can finish.